What's up, it's your boy True, and welcome back to my PS4 1.5 tutorial. This is a super short Gummy mission on the way to Halloween Town. And as we dock here in Halloween Town, we are going to skip a cutscene, walk forward, and once we get to the square, we're going to get a power-up, the only one readily available to us in the game. So you should get to the top of these stairs, jump up here and get this chest, and then make your way over to the lab, or try to get interrupted, and then hold back right, center your camera, back up the stairs. The hitbox of the door is kind of like the latch on the right, so just try to aim for that. So there's two menus, I guess, in this world, but one that's important. At the start here, after we get Jack into the party, we're going to keep our default party. That's for one. We don't want Jack, so we're going to keep it default. And then we're going to steal his items. So we're going to open the menu, go up to items, go to Jack, stock his ethers, then go to stock, use this power-up on Sora, go out Sora, and then take out the 4 ethers. Now, I do 4 ethers because in my route I use 1 ether in Halloween Town, 1 for Opposite Armor, 1 for Riku 1, and 1 during Behemoth. In this route. I actually use 1 for Dragon Mal in the route that I use, but in the beginner's route, that's the layout item, the item layout I have. Dodge roll forward, lock on, do 2 blizzards, make your way over here. When these guys spawn, jump and do 2 blizzards, and then when the white knights spawn, jump and do 3 blizzards. Trying to make sure that you keep them all in the center. Dodge roll forward, try to pick up some MP bubbles for the cutscene loads. That is the most optimal way to do that. In the least amount of blizzards, which is 7. As you see there, I had a little bit of trouble getting in the door because the door's hitbox is so small for some reason. When you enter the lab, just mash square to do 2 dodge rolls. Don't even touch your control stick. So we're going to go back to the graveyard. We just go in a bunch of circles. And in the most optimal setting, we're going to get white knights. You can either get white knights or white mushrooms. I'll show you both, obviously. With white knights, you're going to want to just jump from the... You don't want to jump, just hit attack from the ground. Lock onto this back one and do 3 blizzards to attack them both. Hop on this little thing, and then jump over to there. And then once you get to that big, tall thing, you're going to jump. You're going to dodge roll. When you get white mushrooms, just attack them. As you saw at the beginning, I tried to blizzard, and I actually got the correct one for one of them, which loses time. So, if I were to recommend to you, just attack them. So, once we go in, we're gonna talk to this guy, and then we're gonna look at this minigame. Whenever the ghosts come up, which in this case was 633, you're gonna just examine, move over, examine, examine. That'll unlock this pumpkin. Dodge roll over here, open it, and then I hold back left, and boom. With this thing right here, I dodge roll twice, and then I jump towards it, and right when I see the auto lock thing appear, I hit triangle, or I hit fire, and then you just jump on it. It's actually more difficult than you think to do a fire, land, and then jump onto it. So if you don't get it, it's not a big deal. It's something that just comes with time. As I said before, just do 2 dodge rolls, don't touch your control stick, and we're going to make our way. On another note, in the graveyard is the graveyard skip that skipped all the enemies, besides the 3 white knights, was found by Mist Master 1 in a level 1 playthrough. And the way that I did it was found by Rebel Watt. So same thing here. I'm gonna jump, and as soon as I see the auto lock thing, I'm gonna fire and jump. Lock onto the thing in the back. So lock on and do, I think it's like 4 blizzards. Yeah, it's 4, but I did 5. Pop an ether and then examine this thing. If you get over there and your command menu is red, or not, sorry, it's blue, and the enemies don't spawn, you got black fungus, and you actually have to fire the thing, go back over, and then come back. Because black fungus are just too hard to kill, like I said. And now, we're gonna make our way to community climb. All these jumps were found by different people, which is why we call it community climb. You're going to jump on this little ledge, jump over to this house. Then you're gonna jump up here, jump and grab this ledge, jump and grab this ledge, jump up these stairs and then go left, jump on this little house thingy, this little roof, and then jump up here. And that's community climb. It's actually more daunting than it seems. Now, lock, shock, barrel. Start the fight, jump, lock on, blizzard, and then just jump in blizzard. There you go. Jump, lock on, and then just blizzard. And if your RNG is good, all 3 of them will get stun locked by your blizzard, like so. Now, that is really dependent on if your lock-on locks on to lock at the start. But basically spam blizzard until you're out of MP, and if stuff's still alive, then just attack it till it dies. Alternatively, you can just use stop and physical hits. But that's a lot more inconsistent. Dodge, roll forward. Smack that switch, go into your menu, replace the Ray of Light with Brave Warrior, and then make your way down to Okey. If you go into Okey with Ray of Light on, you'll be fine, but you have to do 1 extra hit for every orb on Okey Manor, and it makes it a lot harder, so I prefer not to do it. Okey 1 is a daunting fight. It's so bad. You can lose so much time to it. So as you fall, you're going to lock onto these gargoyles and shoot fires at them. And as you saw, it takes 4 to kill them. And sometimes they go invulnerable and they come down to you. You want to dodge roll onto a switch when Donald and Goofy are not on the same platform, because Okey takes 10 hits every phase, and you want all of them to be from you. So after that, you're gonna just kind of do fires until he shoots his dice at you. You want to try to not hit all 3 of them, like I did there. Then keep your party members behind you and dodge roll over the switches. This fight's a lot harder than it looks, but yeah, that's Okey. A couple things to know in that fight is you can wait till the dice hit the ground and try to hit them, or you can hit them out of the air, whatever you're more comfortable with. And you can, as soon as you kill the gargoyles, you can keep not locked on to anything, mash triangle to keep Donald and Goofy by you, and then lock on to Okey so that they'll not be next to you, and you can go to them and hit a switch. At this part, we're just going to dodge roll down to the bottom, and then we're going to climb our way up. Just come up this way, jump up here, attack this thing. It's 5 hits, so you can either do 2 hits and a full combo, or full combo 2 hits, either way. And this one, you can, I like to do 1-2, 1-2-3, because there's a chance that you'll get a parry, which is nice. So I messed up right there. But you just want to, you can do ground combos on that, because you can parry, so. Basically, this fight's pretty self-explanatory for this part. Just gonna attack stuff, and then when you jump over here, after you kill this orb, you actually can do this little jump. I like to place myself 3 boards to the right of the scene, and then jump and hold back left. That's a jump called Missed Jump, found by Mistmaster 1. Yeah, that's Okey Manor. Like I said, if you keep Ray of Light on, you'll actually have to do 2 full combos on every single orb, not just 5 hits. So, after these cutscenes, we're just going to leave the world.
Sally.
No menu, no nothing, and just make our way to Neverland, or at least try to, and I'll get to that. I put on Pumpkinhead in my route. It's optional, and when I when I put it on, I'll tell you if you have to or not, because it's in the next menu, which is in Neverland. So you can either go left or right outside of the door to get to the guillotine gate. It does not matter. It's the same speed. But yeah, I'll see you back in the next video for Neverland.